with us our player of the game, Holt, and winning coach, Coach Tim. Congratulations, gentlemen. Coach Tim, in the past 3 games, we talked a lot about having to lead for every point and every possession. The average 85 points, 67 points in those first 3 games. But tonight, what would you attribute your offense finally clicking and you guys scoring 106?
Well, this is the finals. It's going to be a tough go offensively, always in the finals. And it's never, everybody wants to win so badly that it's never just about making shots. It's always about how much guys are going to defend and rebound and hustle. And that's what we've been able to do these last 2 games. In terms of our offense, we just kept making big shots when we needed to. And we've been doing that pretty much all conference long. It just seems like when the team started to make a run at us, someone hits a big shot. Stephen was tonight. Stephen was the one making those big shots. Maverick hit that lead 4. Justin had 1. So we've been fortunate that we've been hitting the big shots when they count. Tonight, anyway.
Coach, you all take a lot of pride in your defense. Is there anything in particular that you want to take away from the end?
Well, if I tell you, I can kill you. We're just really just trying to play our game and not get too caught up in what they're doing. Like we keep saying, Ronde is special, and he creates so much havoc on the floor defensively, on boards, but he also creates a lot of shots for his teammates. And I think the biggest key tonight was, and it has been the last 2 games, is, I don't want to motivate him anymore, but I think it's this guy right next to me and the defense he's been able to play over the last 2 games. As amazing as Ronde is, Stephen's doing an amazing job as well. So this has been one of the huge keys of why we're back in this series.
Stephen, just following up from what Coach Tim said, he averaged 11 points in the first 2 games, but also because he would have to defend Ronde from time to time. So let's just start with that. Allow us to take us to your experience. Just how has it all been defending Ronde?
Oh yeah, that's just been the biggest challenge for me in this series. Is obviously it takes a lot of energy on the defensive end, mentally and physically, just to lock in on that matchup individually, one-on-one defense, but also within the team scheme. And so that's kind of taken away a little bit of my aggressiveness offensively. The first 3 games I constantly from open shots, and I knew I needed to shoot. And today I didn't want to constantly make those shots. I was able to, make some big time shots. My teammates found me when they needed to, and I did my job and was able to be more aggressive and put more points, like I said, in this game. But again, at the end of the day, there's no secret how much I'm going to win. Whatever I got to do on this team, we made that adjustment in game 3 for me to try and just get loose and try and make it difficult for Ronde. I know I'm calling it a stopper, but we're not really stopping it. We're just trying to make it difficult. So we've done a great job these last 2 games, and so we just got to go for 2 more.
Even before this game, you also mentioned that you have yet to have a breakdown finals game. Well, you have tonight, but you also mentioned that this is the best you're feeling in 4 days. Can you just walk us through how you're feeling right now and what you would like to bring in the next game?
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's my competitive spirit. I know at the end of the day, I just got to continue to show leadership, continue to lead my guys in the defensive end. Don't get discouraged when Ronde hits a tough shot. Obviously, he's starting to get hot and some threes. We can never put our heads down at all. I think that's the biggest thing about this group is just our resilience and our commitment to trying to get back to how we want to play. Starting from game 3, got the win, translated in, game 4, got the win. So we just got to continue to stay greedy and stay humble and stay humble.
We're now opening the floor for questions.
Congratulations on the final series. There is a centerpiece about the 4-point shot. If you go ahead and convert it like the 5-point.
This 4-point shot, everybody wants me to believe in the 4-point shot. I'll just have to repeat myself. I'm not a big fan of it, but it's part of the rules and it's part of how we play the game. And we've got a couple of guys, especially Justin, who shoots really well from the 4-point line. So it's not a weapon we're going to ignore just because I don't like it. It's a weapon we have to embrace. It's going to be part of the rules. So, and you know, I've said it before, the reason I don't like it, I don't like the idea of this just being a purely shooting game. There's more to the game than just shooting threes and fours. You know, there's getting to the rim, there's defense, there's execution of plays. You know, there's just so much more to the game than coming in at hitting threes and taking fours. And I think that the young players take a key from us by if we're constantly doing that, then we're encouraging them just to be 3 and 4 point shooters. And we want them to be more. I want them to be more.
We get the somewhat twister opportunities when you're trying to come back, either answering the point shots or defense. To keep that for at least the next 2 weeks.
Well, we're going to try, that's for sure. Like I said, we made big shots when we needed to. Looked like they were about ready to make a run at us, maybe change the momentum, and then we make a big shot. And just, you know, it's one of those games. Every game is different. And tonight it was one of those games where we were hitting big shots. And like I said, we've done a kind of have a habit of doing that throughout the conference. So hopefully we can continue doing it into game 5. But that's not something we're going to rely on. You know, we're going to rely on, as Stephen just said, on our resilience and our desire to win. And that's what we're going to rely on. There were questions for Stephen first?
Before you is your reaction to getting 5 steals this game? Was that really the mindset of yours coming into this all important game?
So, how many steals did I have?
5.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, just trying to get the reflection within the team concept. Again, this is one of the things where I can, you know, rely on myself on when things are going good or bad, things of defensive end, energy I bring, my IQ. And I know it's a tough task. Every single possession has to be locked in. I think the biggest thing for me, I just have to remind myself that I just can't get discouraged when he makes a bucket. It's a 3-point shot, a tough drive, I can't get discouraged. It's over attrition over single goal in the game. Going into every single game, I don't try and count to you or anything like that, but again, I am proud of myself for that.
Can you go? I'll talk some more. You can go ahead.
There's lots of stuff.
Coach, Coach, just
He was, by the way, he was really sick in game 1 and 2. And he got through it, continued to play through that sickness. So he's feeling better. His game has gotten better. Go ahead.
Coach, adjusting at 15 points in the first quarter alone, was it by design that the opportunity presented itself? And how huge was that in setting the goal for your team?
Well, you know, Justin is always usually a very good starter, and especially in big games, he's a very good starter. And he knows that how important he is to set the tempo and give confidence to the rest of his teammates. You know, if we can get out and get a lead, that gives confidence. And he's always, through his career, been a good starter. And the last couple of games prior to today, you know, he hasn't gotten off to good starts, and I know that's been bothering him. Yeah, we ran some sets for him outside the triangle early to try to get him going a little bit. And but you know, he basically does that on his own. You know, he does it through that's what's such a beauty about it is he does it through the offense. He doesn't just go on his own and try to do one-on-one. He does it through the offensive process.
Last Friday, you mentioned how they Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Now you get that 2 full days of rest.
Well, yeah, it's going to be good for both teams, not just us. You know, they'll be able to reflect themselves a little bit, and we'll be able to hopefully, you know, all we did was tie the series. It's 0-0. You know, it's the best of 3, so we can't live off the last 2 games and just, you know, feel good about that. We got to keep forward moving, forward thinking, and so that's what we'll be doing over the next 2 days, trying to get forward thinking. And, you know, obviously, the rest of the rehab, we lost Joe for the second half tonight. We hope that maybe a couple days will get him back in the lineup, but we lost Joe, and maybe he can get back. And then just giving Japeth and Justin a break is huge. Remember, Japeth is basically playing without a true backup. Isaac Go was supposed to be his backup, so he's being forced to play a lot of minutes, and we are really hard on Japeth. I mean, pushing. And, he's such a great person, and he never gets upset. But we are really on him hard to keep going. And it's been a tough hold for him going so far because he does not have a backup. Joe really is his only backup. So you can see in that second half, he didn't get big anymore once Japeth leaves the floor. And I guess I should say that small lineup of that top text plays is to their advantage, obviously. So we have a better advantage when we play big.
That wraps it up. Thank you so much, Coach Tim.
Thank you. Thanks, fellas.
Thanks, Coach.
I hope to see you on Monday.